Welcome to Cyber Focus, your source for international business information. My name is Christopher Rice, and our guest today is Robert Huang. Robert Huang is the leader of global sales and marketing at Delta Faucet Company for the China, Asia Pacific, and Middle East regions. He's responsible for recruiting, employee development, sales and marketing management, and driving profit and revenue growth. Robert has additional experience in international market entry from his time with Samsung affiliate Hanmi Global and has been involved with high-value international real estate development. He holds an MBA from Duke and a Master of Structural Engineering from Tsinghua University, is Six Sigma Black Belt certified, and speaks 4 languages. Today, Robert will discuss his international business career and give his insights into successful means to grow businesses abroad. Robert, thanks a lot for coming in. Great to have you.
Thank you for having me here.
To start out, many of your job roles, including your current position, are focused on growth and development. This seems to be a theme in your personal life as well, Robert, given your growing list of degrees, certificates. What makes these specific traits so important to you?
Chris, those certificates and degrees are not the purpose of my life. It's the learning process that counts. I think what really matters to me from a very young age is called beginner's mind.
Beginner's mind, okay.
Beginner's mind is a concept I learned from Zen. Zen is a Japanese culture. It taught me that you have to keep your mind clear and start from the beginning. So every time you face a new challenge, new culture, new people, forget what you have learned, start from beginning. That process is the motivation for me to get all those degrees or certificates, but because I just want to learn something new. And that's also the motivation later on when I take on my international career from different culture, different company, different country. I want to learn new things. So I think that's the fundamental motivation behind all I have done so far.
Okay, and so no matter where you go or what you do, you're always doing something new.
And learn from the beginning.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Well, working across so many different regions is sure to come with a share of challenges pertaining to the various business practices you must become accustomed to. What strategies would you say are most effective in adapting to different business cultures, developing a well-versed international portfolio?
Well, there are so many different cultures in the world. I would say there's no, maybe my answer will disappoint you, there's no such a silver bullet strategy to adapt to different cultures. Adaptation is the strategy.
Okay.
Right? Now, as I mentioned in the beginning, that beginner's mind, why it's important when you adapt to new culture. Keep that beginner's mind. Think about if you are a new baby. You're a new baby, learn a new culture. How you learn the culture as a baby. And that kind of mindset is important to adapt to a new culture. Don't ignore the power of smile, respect, and appreciation of different culture. I always share with my team, and that when you come to a new culture, right, you don't be misled by the first impression you encounter with the culture. And ask why that happens. What's behind it? And if after you know the reason, you know how to deal with that new culture. So I think those are my fundamental thinking when I deal with new culture.
Well, very good approaches, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Well, drawing on some of your experiences, and specifically in Southeast Asia, what do you think are the key components driving profit and revenue growth right now in successful companies?
Well, Southeast Asia is a very exciting market. It's growing fast. Our population is young and has a huge population, right? So the potential is great. Now, what drives those markets successful, in my opinion? there are three things. One is the right process. Do your homework. Right? When you come to the market, do your homework, know deeply of what your product can offer, what customers are needing, what are the compliance or country barrier you have to overcome. And second is, I cannot stress enough, finding a right partner through a right process. Right? We often I've seen many companies, not one or two, but many companies, believe that the bigger the partner is, the better the future will be.
That's not always the case.
Not always the case, no. So you have to find out what the real motivation your partner is to collaborate with you, and whether you guys are on the same page of the collaboration or development stage, right? And number three is, what I would say is the risk management. I have to say those markets are still volatile.
Yes.
There are many uncertainties. What you do, for example, you may want to start a light asset model. You don't need to have an office, right? You may want to just test water your product, or even just outsource some operation to the local partner just to begin with, before you expand your business. So those are the three components in my opinion, will drive profit and revenue.
Thank you. Your current company, Delta Faucet, has been an industry leader in terms of their commitment to environment and green solutions. Why do you think this is important regarding sales in Asia and the Middle East?
Yes. Delta Faucet Company is the Environmental Protection Agency of America, the strategic partner. So our product can save water by 20 to 30%. So we help community, we help company save the cost, but in bigger sense, protect the environment. And this mission, when I travel, when I do business in those regions, I see a deep alignment with the mission of the local government in those regions. For example, in Indonesia, like Jakarta, and the second biggest city, Bahasa, their city adopted a campaign which requires 30% of the energy product to be used in any projects. So our product is aligned with the local government strategy to begin with. But in a larger sense, we want to use our product to help the community, to build a better community in those local countries. And that mission excites me, excites the company, but also will make the better community. That mission statement is what we are looking for.
Mm-hmm. Responsibility and profitability, that sounds like an easy sell.
No, it's not only just an easy sell, right? It's a mission.
It's a mission, okay.
For communities across the Pacific Ocean. That mission is every day what keep me excited.
Wonderful. Robert, entering a new market, especially across borders, can be particularly challenging. And drawing on some of your experiences, what have been the easiest markets that you've encountered for entry, and then which ones have maybe been a little bit more difficult for you?
Well, every market is different, as you know. Every market dynamics is different. So market entry strategy is different too, right? When it comes to the success of market entry, you look at many factors. The product, the customers, the local environment, even the timing of the market. So there is no such thing that says this is the easiest way to enter the market. But having said that, when you want to, my suggestion to any company that wants to go to the market, the foreign market from America, my suggestion is, number one, maybe you want to start with the countries that's friendly to American brand, right? Which the culture is closer to American culture. they have better influence from American culture. Number one. Number two, go to, maybe you want to pick some countries who has a less barrier of entry.
Yes.
For example, some country may want to test the products one by one. Some country, totally open market for you. You may pick the latter one over the former one, right? Mm-hmm. Or you may also want to consider the country that has less volatile than other markets. So those countries, maybe when you start the market to test the water, maybe that's the beginning point.
Well, very interesting. Robert, thanks a lot for joining us.
Thank you very much, Chris. Thank you for having me here.
That's all for this edition of Cyber Focus. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any comments or suggestions for future topics, please let us know at Ciber, that's C-I-B-E-R, Ciber, @indiana.edu.